Here we are, people. Here we are. Week 35, saving by the numbers. It is still $5 August. This is the last week. Can you believe it? But this may sound more like a rant. I think it's helpful. I have a message on my heart, So I start like this. Friends, family, foes, co-workers, ex-girlfriends, countrymen, and women, hear me clearly. Please have your affairs in order before you ask me for money. I will listen. I will empathize. I may even sympathize. But please know that I don't play with anyone when it comes to my money once it's in my hand. If I don't have it, then I don't have it. I don't ask many for money in return. And people that are related to me, they know personally I'd rather go broke first. With that being said, I will not tolerate any pocket watching. You will earn what you earn, and I will earn what I earn. If we can come to an understanding and respect how we lend and borrow, then I'm with that. When I borrow money, I always pay people back, even if I don't like you. Trust, your money is coming back. And if you really did me a solid, it's coming back with interest. What is all this about? If you ever see me with $1 and it looks like I have or got an extra dollar, and we don't come to an understanding, please know that it's always set aside for something. Something, I don't care what it is. It could be $1, it could be $1 million. I fight to move in a different way, and I've learned ever since I was 12, 13, to never watch anyone else's pocket, because you don't know what that money is for. Which leads me to what this is all about. When you watch somebody else's pocket, you lose sight of what's in yours. You lose sight of the assets and the ability to put money together that you may have. And too many people, especially with the online social media and, celebrity, lifestyle, spend a lot of time fantasizing and fixated on what other people have, be it friends, families, co-workers. There's always somebody watching and looking at what the other person has and envying them and wondering and wishing. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with admiring or saying, hey, maybe this person should spend it a different way or whatever. I mean, you can speak that to yourself. But to really go out of your way to watch somebody else's pocket and to see what they're doing, and how they're stacking their money up and putting it together and not really having the best interest in mind for them is only to your detriment, because you lose sight of what you can do. Like I said, I can't iterate it enough. I can't stress it enough how destructive it is to watch and be envious and look at somebody else's pocket and not understand what's in your own and what's in your own hand. Just because you see somebody else doing something and putting it together, you never know what that money is for. It could be for a medical issue. It could be for something, in the future later. Maybe they're trying to build a business. Maybe they're trying to help somebody that's sick. You never know. Maybe they're trying to donate to a charity. You never know what a person is going to do with their money. And I encourage people to respect what people are doing with their money and what they will do in the future with their money. I try to respect other people to the best of my ability when I see somebody putting money together or putting a business together or doing something to, forward themselves financially. This cannot be stressed enough, because if you cannot be happy for people and not understand what is in your hand and the possessions that you have and the ability that you have to do things, then none of it matters. You won't be able to save money. You won't be able to prosper. You won't be able to move forward, because you'll be stuck and frustrated and, caught in a, whirlwind and a tizzy or whatever it is about somebody else's situation. And don't get me wrong, you can do what you want to do, but it's going to leave you looking foolish, because then now you get cut off and people distance themselves from you. You're seen as a user, an abuser, and, a full-time loser. That rhymes somewhere, but that wasn't the point. So yeah, don't pocket watch. And if you notice from the graphics, maybe that, you'll get it. Don't pocket watch the graphics. Anyway, you'll see that. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this was engaging. And yes, I do have my $5 for $5 August last week. You know how it is. Hopefully you got something and you learned something and gained something from this. I'll see you in week 36. Saving by the numbers is yours truly, Mel. And I guess that's it. Thank you for listening. I approve this message.